listen, last week we had Wesley Bissainthe up here, Central, Miami Central, top 10 2022 linebacker. He was rated number 2. They had him number 2, and they moved him number 9. His teammate is T2, the number 1 linebacker in the nation. The other linebacker is Rhoody Jean Lewis. He's a D1 linebacker. They got him, I don't know what they got him rated at, but he's been starting 3 or 4 years at Central. All of them on the same linebacking core. So I posed the question, is this the best linebacking core we ever saw in South Florida? And people lost their mind. People trying to come through Instagram and punch me. Everybody started saying Willie Williams, but yes, Willie Williams was one person.
Yeah,
Nate Webster was one person. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the entire linebacking core. First of all, on paper, nobody even getting close. Nobody's even getting close to what they have on paper. Maybe Spence, Levante David, and
that's off paper. On paper, that's
and
the
boy
closest.
that went to jail. Yeah, the boy that ended up going to jail.
On paper, that's the closest, but then they still ain't done.
Right. So the argument started. The crib came in there, man, throwing AKs at people, man. I don't know. That man types so fast, it's unbelievable, man. The argument started is, does Miami Central have, which is head of the state next week, the best linebacking core we ever saw in South Florida? Maybe even Florida. And I think part of the problem is because COVID, nobody ever got to see him play. Nobody got to see T2 play on Central team unless they saw it on the highlight, because nobody could come to the games this year.
That's the thing. They didn't get to see the impact that he has. Like,
right.
You do have teams that they run away from, and he still make a play. But it's like, yeah, you got that, and then they run away from him, and then they run into Wesley. Yeah. But they run into the other, and it's like, yeah. So in South Florida, I don't think I've seen one.
Now we've been thinking about this for about a week now. For about a week.
I don't think I've seen
We've been
one in
arguing
South
for like
Florida.
a week. I've had people put in my inbox names I ain't
I've
never
seen
heard
one in
of
the
before.
State of Florida. Yeah, I don't know.
You was on the sideline. What you think? You got to see him play.
Yeah, look, them guys are good, man. They good, man. It's hard to do anything as far as running that ball on them. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? They good, man.
And the craziest part is, one of my followers said Marcellus Moss, LaFonso Ruffin, and Gregory Johnson from back in the day. I think Booker T, he said they played for. But I don't think he understands the concept of what we're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the thing. They calling names and they saying these guys are good. And granted, it's been some real good players who wasn't highly as rated as these guys that play linebacker. You know, but they're highly rated and then they're producing on the field at the same time.
Right,
so
right.
that's what we're talking about. We're not just saying they good up the field. Obviously, it's a lot of linebackers. Denzel Perriman was damn good at Carl Gables.
Right.
But he was not rated like that high.
No. And he didn't have two guys next to him that was rated that high.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and the crazy part is when Wesley came through the door last week, he looked like T2. He kind of looks more impressive than T2, like physically when you look at him. And that's crazy because he may end up the top deep linebacker in the nation. Now there have been, I had two number one linebackers in the nation, and then I take that hand anywhere in the world and say, listen, show me a better linebacker core than this one. It's something people never thought about. I mean, we posed a question. Y'all let us know in the comment section below. But sometimes y'all are smarter than we are, or y'all Google work better than I Google. I don't know.
Man, I'm thinking like, I don't know. I think this was maybe. And that team from California, and they had like three linebackers that all went D1. But
Which team?
What was the team that beat that ended up beating was it De La Salle?
What year?
That's what I'm saying. They had to be like maybe 02, 03, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They had a group of linebackers that all went. They all were supposed to go to Oregon. One of them, we was trying to get one of them down here to UM, but I think something happened with a friend, and then he had ended up going to Oregon. But other than that, I ain't on paper. No,
not at all. Not at all. So y'all let us know in the comment section below what y'all think. Think of linebackers, man. Bubba Bolden tweeted something about a linebacker Who
the
just
linebacker who just
from USC?
Yeah, he said he gonna enter in the portal, and they saying he on the way to Miami.
But Bubba Bolden tweeted out he coming. Right, right.
Yeah.
You saw the linebacker play? You watched his highlight?
I watched the highlight, and the first play I seen, he knocked himself out. I'm like, man, do we want somebody like that? And then I watched the rest of it.
That's what we need. What do you mean? That's exactly what we don't have. That's what we didn't have yesterday. Somebody who's gonna knock themselves out.
Yeah, but we want to play the rest of the game too. You know, concussion protocol, man. Knock himself out. That's it, but
yeah, that was kind of weird that they put that as his first play. As his first play on this highlight tape.
He come up and lane the wood, which we need. We desperately need that linebacker.
So man, y'all let us know, man. The best linebacker court y'all ever saw in Florida, maybe the best linebacker court in Florida, period. We saying it Miami Central might have it now. Let us know in the comment section below.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's